on here and he can talk. Let's continue. Okay? Fourth generation of Texans. He's got a string of albums with, I think this is album number 6, includes songs like Here I Am and If I Had a Boat. Country superstar who sings country and some other wonderful kinds of music. The album is the 6th, Road to Ensenada. It's a collection of songs rich in imagery and mood, eclectic, kind of jazzy folk, gospel. The man is extraordinary. He is a poet.
Yes, he is.
Here he is to sing whatever the heck he wants to sing, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Lyle Lovett. Okay. Okay.
This is my friend John Hagen. Way down yonder on the battle, there lives a little girl. Her skin so pale, 6 feet high, her skin is a ray, and just one eye. She's the one-eyed Fiona. She's the one-eyed Fiona. She's the one-eyed Fiona. She's the one-eyed Fiona. Her daddy gone to heaven. Her mama won't like you. Her brother, he's crazy. He just might bite you. Your sister, she's pretty, but she just won't do. She's the one-eyed Fiona. She's the one-eyed Fiona. She's the one-eyed Fiona. She's the one-eyed Fiona. All your sins are gonna love you, 'cause you made a little voodoo. All the one they didn't tell you, it ain't up to you. Oh, you better not cross her. You tried to boss her, and then you better duck, mister. Here come a cup and a saucer. She's the one-eyed Fiona. She's the one-eyed Fiona. She's the one-eyed Fiona. She's the one-eyed Fiona. So if you go into the battle, and then I'll tell you all I know. She got skin so big, she's 6 feet high, and she'll look right through you with just one eye. She's the one-eyed Fiona. 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 She's the one-eyed Fiona.
It's wonderful. You happy with it? Do you want to hang on to that? Or you... Okay.
Thank you all very much.
Is one-eyed Fiona 6 foot tall, or about a woman with one eye?
It's, you know, I grew up very close to Louisiana,
Right.
and Louisiana's sort of a mysterious place, so it's sort of about characters that you run into down there.
So you knew a woman with one eye was 6 foot tall?
I was always warned about, you know, to be careful
going over to Louisiana, and because there are people like that down there, really. Yeah. And I always hope to meet one of them. So
Did you ever?
Well, I really shouldn't say, but you know,
You wrote a song about it.
it's nice. Yeah, I mean, you have to have hope.
When you went to university and studied journalism,
Yes.
what did you see yourself as? Did you see yourself in the front lines in the, you know, the war? Here we are, Lyle Lovett in the Middle East, or was it Lyle Lovett at the anchor desk, or was it?
You know, I had begun playing and singing in clubs and trying to write songs, and the idea of being able to play and sing for a living really just seemed too good to be true. So it was important to me to finish school, but I really didn't want to work, you know. And I've been lucky that
You didn't
I've
have
never
to.
had to.
But when you took journalism, were you intent on at one point of being a journalist?
You know, I always liked writing, and I actually changed my major a couple of times in school, and was trying to figure out something that I could do.
Where do I fit in? Where do I belong?
Right, yeah.
And you ended up getting a degree in German.
I was trying to stay in school as long as I, as I
So
could.
it's like,
Yeah.
okay, journalism, German, liberal arts, anywhere, right?
So it was, yeah, playing music and going to school for me were very compatible, so I tried to stay in.
It's interesting, the bio I got was your first one, and you went over to Germany to do a concert in, I don't know how to say it, Schubermann?
It's true, in Luxembourg in 1983.
That's close to Schubermann,
It's
Luxembourg,
where,
right?
it's an annual fair called the Schuberfuhr that they
Oh,
have
okay.
every year. And it's where I met most of the guys that I play with now. John Hagen and I have been playing together since 1980. I know John from Texas, but most of the guys that I play with in the band,
You met there?
I met there. There are a bunch of guys from Phoenix who happened to be playing the same show I was playing in. And it was a month-long sort of show.
Yeah, and they convinced you to go back to Phoenix, and then it started, and
so,
there's a couple of what did you say?
no, that's right.
I was going to say there are a couple of names that out of your past. It's, you recently did a tribute for a man named Uncle Walt, who was unfortunately in the Value Jet crash.
There was a Walter Hiatt is my friend's name, and yeah, he had a band for years called Uncle Walt's Band, and they're from Spartanburg, South Carolina originally, and had quite a following in Texas. Lived in Texas for some time in Austin, and yeah, I was able to do a record with him a few years back, and yeah, it was so we've done a few tribute shows for him, one in Nashville and one in Austin, and so many musicians respected his songwriting and turned up for the shows to perform his songs. It's been wonderful.
One of the songs that I was asking you to play, I fell in love with a couple of songs on this. One was the one Promises, which I didn't, because we were talking about the movie Dead Men Walking, and you wrote Promises for that film.
Tim Robbins called me up and asked me for a song for the soundtrack. Most of the songs on the soundtrack album didn't end up in the film, actually, and mine
Oh, I
didn't.
see.
Mine didn't.
You make the soundtrack, but you don't make the movie.
Well, exactly.
It's kind of like getting cut and being on the floor.
It was almost like two separate projects, but there were a whole pile of great songs that were on the soundtrack album, and you know, Tim did a really thoughtful job of putting everything together.
Are you Tim Robbins? I mean, if you were having a dinner party and going to invite 6 of your best friends, would he be one of them? Is that?
You know, I got to know Tim working on The Player, and he's
You
always...
were so good in The Player.
Oh,
God,
thanks.
you were good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Great movie.